What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Fragrance Fraternity. Hope you're doing and smelling absolutely phenomenal today. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the incredible support on my clone video that I posted a day ago. It's got the most views I've ever had on a single video, so thank you for your support. Thank you for being a part of the channel and hitting that subscribe button. And also thank you to God for allowing me to smell these awesome fragrances, to be able to afford these awesome fragrances, and to be able to allow us to connect together through scents that we enjoy smelling. It really is a wonderful thing, so I appreciate you being a part of it. Let's keep it going today with 13 of my most worn fragrances from the year 2023. Gonna give you guys all my goodies that I've been spraying down this year. Let's get started here with Missoni Wave. One of my favorites to wear, especially during the summer. Great performance here, just really alluring, appealing, sweet scent profile, a bit of this aquatic nature similar to Versace Pour Homme, and very similar also to Chanel Allure Homme Sport. A little bit more woody and a little bit more aquatic than those. Maybe not quite as good of quality as the Chanel, but you get this one like the $35 price range. You get a magnetic cap. I really love the gradient blue bottle. I think that looks really beautiful on a shelf or anywhere that you have it displayed. A really fresh, everyday type of use fragrance that works in all four seasons, dumb reach type stuff, and yeah, it just works, just gets the job done, and one that you will find yourself going back to time and time again if you appreciate the scent profile as much as I do with Missoni Wave. Next one up we have is from the house of Banana Republic. Had to throw one of these in here. I've been wearing it a lot this year. Grassland, Banana Republic Grassland is the name of this fragrance. And this is a very great affordable alternative to Green Irish Tweed from Creed. So if you're looking for Green Irish Tweed on a budget, I recommend you go with this one over the original Coolwater, which is a really popular choice for people looking for that scent profile. You get this minty green aftershave type smell, a little bit grassy, obviously, like the name suggests, and the color of the bottle really represents the smell well. Like this minty green aftershave is pretty much what I get. A nice maturity here, and it's freshness done in a green way, in a little bit of a different way. And yeah, again, great for everyday use, good for the gym, office, perfectly safe, and a good one if you want to make a nice first impression and you don't want to, test the waters with something a little bit more out there. This is a very safe and easy choice to go with. For around the $20 to $25 range, you cannot go wrong with Banana Republic Grasslands. All right, next one up we have is from the house of Tumi. I've talked about it a good amount because I love to wear it. That's why it's in this list. Tumi Awaken. Now, to a lot of people, this fragrance can maybe come across a little bit boring, a little bit outplayed, overplayed, a little bit, overdone as far as the scent profile goes. It's not really changing the game. It's nothing overly complex, but there are just some fragrances that, to your personal taste, you just gravitate towards, and this is really one of those for me. Very fresh, citrusy, woody type aromatic smell here. Great performance. There is a new distilled version, but if you're looking at different bottles and you get a better price on this one, I don't think that you need to get the distilled version if you're worried about performance. I've never worn this fragrance and thought to myself, man, I wish it lasted longer, especially for a fresh fragrance. Works all day. It was made to be sprayed, first thing in the morning, awaken, and then last throughout your entire workday. Really gets that done. It's got a nice class and elegance to it, and definitely is a step above in terms of quality among other kind of freshy, maybe mid-level designers that you might find. Really great atomizer on this one. I have owned a couple or one other Tumi fragrance, specifically, Unwind? Yeah, and the atomizer was not pressurized like it is on Awaken. I was a little bit disappointed when I tried Unwind, and I didn't get that ASMR of the really nice pressurized feel of the atomizer that Awaken has. So if you're looking for, just an everyday use, great fragrance with good quality, one that's going to have a good performance, last throughout the day, with a nice bottle presentation and a pretty unique locking mechanism with the cap, Tumi Awaken is definitely one that you should have on your radar. Just a personal one that I personally enjoy a lot. All right, next one up we have is from the house of Montblanc Legend Night. You guys know how much I love this entire line. A lot of value with these fragrances. And Legend Night takes that fierce DNA. You still get it a little bit, not as prominent, but really amps up the vanilla, and amps up the cardamom, and does it in a more of like a powdery way without being a powder bomb. It's just kind of mixed in there very nicely. It's a great date night, sexy, night out, evening type fragrance. If you want to wear something a little bit more seductive, a little bit more alluring, you know, you want to turn your swag on at night a little bit, go with Legend Night. I think you're going to get some really positive attention from everybody around you. Definitely have turned some heads wearing this one. Great for evenings out. Also a good affordable price. A little bit more on the youthful side of things, but definitely not a teenager fragrance. You can wear this in your mid-20s, 30s, 40s. It doesn't matter, you know, wear whatever you want. And yeah, that's about it. Legend Night, like the gradient bottle here as well. Nice presentation. Next one up we have is from the house of Davidoff. This is Coolwater Wave. Got this big ass 200 ml bottle for like 25 bucks. So crazy good price here. Does not smell cheap. And solid dent here is as far as like a 200 ml. May not look like a huge dent, but that's a lot of fragrance that I've used, especially considering, you know, I got a couple options. Not trying to brag here, but that's just the reality of what it is. So here you get this Invictus Acqua scent profile, but you also get a little bit of the original Coolwater. You get those kind of green nuances. You get, you know, this really prominent freshness, this really nice aromatic freshness here. And it's one that I just find myself going back to time and time again. And it's a perfect like out of the shower scent. Maybe it doesn't perform amazing. I get a solid 4 or 5 hours out of it, which is pretty average. But for the price, the scent profile, and just the overall appeal that it has, it's a great value for money purchase with Coolwater Wave. Big 200 ml for like 25 bucks. Has that Invictus Acqua scent profile that people just love. And does a little bit of its own twist and turn with a little bit of that Coolwater DNA in there as well. So check that one out. Whoa, I just hit the camera. Let me readjust. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Next one up we have is from the house of Prada. This is Prada Lunar Rossa Carbon. Nobody does soapy better than Prada. And this is their version of Sauvage EDT. You know, a fresh, clean, mass appealing type fragrance with a good amount of ambrox in here. The black pepper is definitely reined in compared to Sauvage, with more of this lavender presence and more of the soapiness apparent as well. Good in all 4 seasons. This is a great first impression fragrance. So if you're maybe meeting your girlfriend's parents for the first time, or you're going to a job interview, or you want something that is going to leave a good first impression that isn't going to be too abrasive or aggressive or you know, upset anybody perhaps with your scent, this is a very safe play that pretty much everybody loves the way it smells. The ambroxan does give a little bit of added performance as well, so definitely one you want to get your nose on if you are a fan of the Sauvage scent profile like I am. Definitely love Sauvage in all of its forms, and Prada Lunar Rossa Carbon is no different. It's one of my go-tos when I'm going to work. Definitely picking this one a lot before heading out on the road to the job. All right, next one up we have is from the house of Jean Paul Gaultier. Do not be fooled by the bulge, everybody. Look at that beautiful bottle. Lhomme Les Parfums, still the best in the line. Whew, this one's a banger, guys. Cardamom, sweet iris in here, powdery, and just very, very appealing. Very elusive type smell. Makes you a little bit of like this mysterious vibe to it, with a nice sweetness, modernized with the iris, and still remains pretty, you know, it retains that the Lhomme DNA from the original. So a lot to offer here in this fragrance. The price has come down significantly since I bought this at full retail. Don't regret it. It was worth every penny. Absolutely love this fragrance. Wearing it, going out at night all the time. It's one of my favorite evening scents. Definitely leans a little bit more youthful. So you have to also like cardamom because there's a healthy dose of it in here. But if those things sound appealing to you, and maybe if you found that you've had a similar scent taste to me after watching the channel for a while, check out Lhomme Les Parfums. I think you're gonna absolutely love it, and the people around you will as well. Now, falling into like a similar type of category, I think these, you know, they fall into the same space. This is La Nuit de Lhomme. Date night, beautiful masterpiece here. Again, heavy on the cardamom. It's a little bit more spicy than the Lhomme Les Parfums, and definitely not, I don't think there's any vanilla in here like there is in the Lhomme Les Parfums. But this has pretty much become a modern classic. You know, I know that's an oxymoron, but that's really what this has become. Just such a beautiful scent profile that so many people adore, and I am one of those people. Love to wear it at night, specifically winding down after a long day. If you want to just refresh with something, something that makes you feel masculine, something that just puts you in a good mood, gets you in that right state of mind, either to relax or to, you know, go out with some friends, whatever you're doing in the evening time, this one just works. People complain about performance, but you know, this is a date night scent, so you don't need to be choking out the person across the table from you when you're having dinner, right? It's meant to complement your wardrobe, not overtake it. So let your personality shine, let your aura shine besides the scent sillage that you're creating, okay? Nuit de Lhomme. Gosh, love that one. All right. Also from the house of YSL, we have Y Eau de Parfum. Jeez, guys, this is something else. This is just something else. Every time I smell this one, it blows me away, just like the first time I've smelled it. This is a special, special fragrance, one that I want to keep in the collection forever, God willing. I'm about like halfway through this bottle. Crazy good performance. You know, it's YSL's signature blue fragrance to rival Bleu de Chanel and Sauvage. And they came with that heat over here. Very synthetic, so if you're not a big fan of synthetic fragrances, perhaps this will not be for you. I don't really mind synthetics as long as they're done with quality, which it definitely is here. A very prominent sweet apple type of accord going on, and just a healthy dose of ambroxan that really carries throughout the life of the fragrance. This is one that you spray on your clothes and it'll be on there 2 days later. So performance is no slouch. Great for even like the cooler winters that you just need something to cut through. It cuts through, no problem. Maybe a little bit too cloying for the summer. Don't really wear this one in the summer because it is so strong. But all the other times of the year, day or night, you can wear this and you're going to be just smelling amazing. There's only one fragrance that you get in your whole collection. You could go with this. No one's going to follow you because this is just phenomenal. Why EDP, guys? All right, next one up we have is from the house of Parfums de Marly. My niche collection is slacking because, you know, I'm not balling like that yet, but I do have Parfums de Marly Percival. I love Fierce. I love everything that smells like Fierce. I wore Legend EDT for years growing up. That was my signature scent. I love Legend EDP and I love Percival. So give me anything that smells like Fierce and I'm going to love it. I'm going to rock it, right? Definitely more of a niche take. You get this like heliotrope note, which kind of changes it up a little bit. It adds this synthetic quality to it that doesn't make it so oak moss dominant, you know, but that DNA is definitely there, especially in the air. Even to an untrained nose, I was out working and I had someone ask me if I was wearing Fierce. I was wearing this, and this person was not a fragrance person, so even to like the everyday person, they still get that Fierce scent profile from it. Which may be a good or bad thing depending on how you feel about smelling like that nostalgic scent that all the 90s babies like me grew up kind of smelling going to the mall, right? Good performance here, a very solid fresh fragrance, perfect signature scent type stuff with Parfums de Marly Percival. Next one up we have is a beautiful white bottle from the house of Lacoste, everyone's favorite crocodile, or is it an alligator? I'm not exactly sure. Lacoste L1212 Blanc Eau de Toilette got this huge, what is this, 5 ounce? I always forget. I think it's like a 5 ounce, maybe it's even more. Yep, 5 ounce bottle. Happy to own it. I think I'm like 2/3. No, I'm about halfway through this bottle. You can't really see it on the camera, but this is a perfect white floral fragrance for men. So if you like stuff like CK All, if you like Mancera's French Riviera, all that one is a little bit more of like a sunscreen vibe. This one is like a higher designer quality take on a CK All. So white florals to the max. Definitely more of a unique fresh fragrance, you know, kind of deviates from your typical woody aromatic, you know, lavender forward type manly fragrances. Definitely one that changes it up a bit. And I like unique fragrances as long as they're still appealing. No, I don't, you know, when I like unique stuff, don't want some like nasty, oudy, wood, like animalic, you know, maybe one day I'll like that kind of stuff, but I'm still getting there. So as far as, you know, a fresh, unique fragrance, go with Lacoste L1212 Blanc. You're gonna love it. You gotta like white florals, but I certainly do, and I think you may as well. Two more. Burberry London. Wear this one a whole lot, especially during this time of year. It gets you in that holiday mood. It gets you in that spirit. Makes you feel jovial and beautiful, like tobacco fragrance. Tobacco can kind of be like a difficult note to get behind, but it's done so beautifully here, and it's very easy to pull off. It's definitely a fresh, spicy fragrance. You get a nice little port wine accord going on in there, and perfect for the office. Super masculine. Doesn't lean too youthful at all. You definitely got to have some hair on your chest if you want to be rocking Burberry London, and it'll make you feel like you do. It makes you you know, it definitely holds it down. So you know, it's a great fragrance, and definitely one that I find myself just gravitating to again and again and again, and I think you will as well. It's got a nice woodiness as well. A lot going on for an affordable fragrance. This one came out a while ago. Still slaps, still holds its own in 2023 when I'm recording this. Burberry London, a beautiful fragrance that pretty much I think everybody should try to own at some point if you're into this as a hobby like I am. All right, last one up we have is from the house of Giorgio Armani. This is Acqua di Profondo. A lot of people love this fragrance for good reason. You know, very nice aquatic mineral type smell, like minerals, rather like ocean waves hitting rocks, and you kind of get both of those colliding together with the sea salty mineral type smell coming off the rocks and the ocean and the seawater, you know, all that going on. You get a nice embroxin here in the base to help it carry, help it perform, and just a compliment machine, and one that your average person who's not into fragrances is probably going to enjoy. The mineral heaviness of it is not for everybody, and I understand that. I kind of like that because I think it gives it a little bit more character, a little bit more, you know, of a je ne sais quoi going on there. But some people, that minerality that this one provides is too much. If that is you, perhaps you want to go with Chrome Extreme. It kind of rains down that mineral tone while still maintaining the aquatic scent profile, very similar to this Acqua di Profondo. But a fragrance I wear all the time, absolutely love it. Acqua di Profondo. That was the last one. All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. Another 13 list, and yeah, let me know what is one fragrance that you have been wearing a lot this year that maybe I haven't talked about or I haven't mentioned, one that you should put on our radar here at the Fragrance Attorney so we can read about it and know about it. I appreciate you guys. We are pushing up on 1,000 subscribers, which is just insane to me. I appreciate the support. Cannot do it without you. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending your time. Hope you have a great rest of your year, and I will be catching you again soon at the Fragrance Fraternity. Keep smelling great out there. Keep putting out that positive energy, and keep racking up the wins for your family, for yourself, for your community. Let's do it. All right, guys. Have a good one. See you next time.